5 likes already. Let's go. All right. All right. You guys hear me loud and clear? What's up, Jolly? What's up, guys? Yo. What's going on? Get yourself a drink, sit back, and relax. We got a lot of games to go through. I usually don't go through that many games for everyone, so I usually do players. You know how I like look at the projections and then I pick the guys I want. So we are gonna start and go wrong screen. Sorry. We are going to pull the projections up as we always do. I believe I have the right games. I do. January 5th. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. Jolly, who's Goldie? Is Goldie in the chat? Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. Goldie, Ryan L. Noah's back. What's up? What's up? Man, I need to really put this on this screen, but I got too much going on. All right, so I kind of dual the screen. I got starting lineups on the left. I kind of look game by game a little bit. Who's popping. Who's. I don't know. Where's Goldie? Right? Yeah, Goldie's my man. He probably meant to say where Rhodey is. This is my name, Rhodey. Or you get confused. I'm not as round as much. I mean, I'm always in the chat, obviously, Rhodey. Man, Noah always wants that NHL, man. He always wants that NHL stuff, doesn't he? Well, let's do NBA, and then we'll maybe run some NHL, okay? We got a lot to get through, 11 games, so let's not dig around here. We'll go by guard. Why do I have one game on here? Oh, I was sorting through. I was like, I don't remember Shea being the guy here. All right. Point guard. Let's go through point guard. I think our top play of the slate, actually, the entire slate's probably going to be Luka. He is questionable, as always. Usually these stars are always sit or don't sit. He's popping a lot. Next guy's popping Halliburton, but I'm getting also some Joel Embiid up there. I'm doing point guard. What am I thinking? I was going overview of the slate. Let's just go position by position. That's a better idea. Luka, Halliburton, Shea. These guys are three awesome plays. Ownership's a little lower on Shea. I do like that game a little bit. Halliburton's in that really big total game, 132 to 129 here for total. That's very high in basketball. That's a massive total. Obviously you're going to get lower ownership here on some of these other guys. You're talking, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson. He's a little pricey, but I don't say he's not in a bad spot. I like that game. You can stack it a little bit. I think stacking that game with like Brunson or Randall and then bringing back Embiid. There's only about 3 guys you'd play in that game. So that's what you could do if you wanted. Maxi's in that game as well. He's viable, I guess, at guard. Harden there for the Clippers against, I don't know. That's a decent total, 115 to 115. It's all right, but I mean, you're getting lower ownership on these guys. Simmons, in that game too. We should probably go through some value guys. Why didn't he pop up? Like TJ McConnell should be a value play. Popping a little bit, right? He's point guard eligible. Thought. Oh, someone mentioned Pritchard too in that other game with the blowout potential. No Horford in that game. So we got to watch injury news. Terry Rozier I like as well. He's popping a little bit. 8,400 I like. Tyus Jones getting about 22 minutes. It's a big slate, guys. Josh Giddey, 22 minutes. Or no, where did my minutes moved? Giddey's getting 27 minutes. That's good. I like that price tag of 5,900. That game we like too. I think it's a good projection here. Lower ownership. Derek White's another guy we want to play. He's getting probably start a lot of minutes. Just good usage in that game. I think could be a blowout though. So yeah, let's just. I'm waiting for the questions to come in, and I'm kind of going through point guard. Guys, there's a shitload of dudes on the slate today. I mean, this is just nuts. How are we gonna do it all in an hour, man? Let's go, Rody. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, bro. I meant to say Rody. Yeah. That's what I thought, homie. Let's get the shooting guard. We had some really good plays last night, guys. If you would have got on some of those plays, I literally had the right 4 guys in this lineup and 4 guys in this lineup. If I just flipped them around a little bit, I would have had some good plays. And we got a couple guys got hurt last night. That hurt a couple guys. They were in my lineup too. They were in the one bad one, but then I had the right like the lower owned guys on that one. It's just I didn't have my lineups together right. Obviously, you just don't know, but never know. So shooting guard position, Donovan Mitchell grades out well. He's about 26% owned. Irving, Brown, White. You can play White here. That's probably why he's popping more over here. I was going through everybody. I should filter by double both positions, but at the same time. But yeah, White. Let's look at some value guys. I don't know why TJ McConnell didn't pop it. I don't think projections got updated yet for him. Maybe he's a secret player. Or is he out? Do I have it backwards? Sorry. Kevin Durant's not expected to play. That's big news. Covington's out. Lonnie Walker. Nembhard's out. Horford's out, which we knew. What am I getting? Why am I getting TJ McConnell here, not in SaberSim? Interesting. Let's see an update here. Okay. I don't have him with 0 minutes. No, I have him. Okay, hang on. He's getting ownership. Why does SaberSim not have? We don't have a projection for him. That's the problem. There we go. We're gonna have to run. Goldie hasn't updated his projections because now we're getting a lot for TJ McConnell. So yeah, I was wondering why he wasn't popping. Yeah, I mean Halliburton, TJ McConnell both kind of popping in this game. High total game. We like it. If you guys want, let's do some value plays quick. Like let's look at a cash lineup real quick. So McConnell, Josh Green's cheap, Sadiq Bey's cheap, Tristan Thompson at center. We'll talk about Halliburton, Jovic. I think I seen Jovic in one of your guys' lineups earlier. In some pre-lineups in the Discord. Someone had him, Jared Allen for Cleveland as well. So the center's in that Washington game. Yeah, Durant just got ruled out. I just popped that up myself. That's gonna change things. Maybe we look at Bradley Beal over here. That's gave me 2 teams. I don't want 2 teams. Okay, work for me. We ain't got time to mess around. Okay, so we can literally build Phoenix. Durant's doubtful, so he should be removed. That puts I was kind of already in the Nurkic. He's kind of cheap. Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, one of these guys get more usage. I just like Beal's price tag more than I like Booker, but it's whatever. So we'll see when those get updated. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Any other questions, guys? Drop them in the chat. We'll get to them. I know you guys want to look at NHL. I can probably try to run that really quick. It's only 3 games. Only 3 games. You want to see what SaberSim kicks out, eh? $49.4. There we go. I'm guessing contests are like the size, 150, blah, blah, blah. All right. So we'll run those while we were going to run some of these. Let's just finish our position by position, and then we'll run some lineups, maybe get an update. So shooting guard's kind of similar. Mitchell, Terry Rozier I mentioned. let's go back to projection. We got it sorted by Saber. They got a little bit more updated till Goldie gets his in. DeJounte Murray at 7,700 is not bad. Derek White 7,600 feels a little pricey, but that's not bad. He's gonna get more minutes. A lot of guys on the slate, man. I like this Giddy price tag. I don't know why I'm digging this Giddy though. Keeps moving my minutes around. I don't like my minutes to be here. Yeah, 27. I like that. Jordan Poole 6,000. Washington. No reason there. All right, let's see what else. Did I miss anything? Donovan Mitchell, Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown are kind of the top three. Rozier. If we're looking at ownership, Rozier is pretty low owned. I kind of like him. I'll probably have him in a lineup. Just because he's lower owned. He's like 2%. I mean, Derek White's only like 10%, but he's probably trending up a little bit more. Mikal Bridges there for Brooklyn's probably one of the only guys you can play. Today probably would have been a better game to go game by game, so you see who I want to play in the games and not who I want to play in the games versus players, because there's so many players. I expect Booker's projection to come up a little bit as well. So let's get into a small forward, because we got trying to hit this in 15 minutes or so. So drop in all your questions you can. We'll go back to the NHL really quick as well. Also hit that like button. How many likes are we at? We're at 8 likes, eh? That's pretty good. I'll take 8 likes. Yeah, we're halfway to where we want to be, around 20. Everybody in here could drop a like, we'd be at 20. No joke, because there's 20 in here watching. All right. Let's do small forward. That's what we're talking about now. Okay, so Jaylen Brown could play there too. He's multi-position eligibility. I really like this year how they've really done a lot of work with the multi-positions. Like almost everybody has multi-position. If you're a guard, you play both guards. You're forward, you play both forward spots. So you can, some of them have a lot of shooting guard forward spots. So there's a lot of flexibility this year. I like that. So the minutes, they just don't want me to have minutes closer. We're looking at some good minutes. We want to look at ownership, though. A lot of these guys are pretty cheaply owned. This position seems to not be getting the love. I mean, there's like, I don't understand it, but like this position needs to be rostered, but nobody's playing any of these small forwards, literally. So that's why like these guys are very low owned. They're very priced up. Maybe Jaylen Brown's the best. You got to worry about the blowout a little bit. I don't really like Tatum or Kawhi tonight. This Pelicans Clippers game, a little interest. It's a close game. It's going to be competitive. You got Brandon Ingram, Kawhi, I guess, Paul George. You can all play the small forward position. Throwing one of those guys in your lineup would be different enough. You know, the guards are going to be the chalkiest. People are going to be looking for value at this position, I assume. So maybe Karis LeVert coming in for Cleveland, getting around 27 minutes. You know, 6,400 is a good price tag on him. Definitely got some other cheaper guys. You got the Josh Green that I mentioned. Let's see. I'm having a tough time sorting projections today just because there's so many. Max Struss at 6,600. 34-minute projection. Josh Hart 4,700. I don't mind him in that New York game. I did mention you didn't have to really need him, but he's kind of cheap. His minutes are up there. You know, it just takes one game to get enough points to make up for that $4,700 price tag. And you're kind of trying to find a guy that's cheap in that range. Jaden McDaniels, he might be. I don't know. He's Jaden McDaniels. I know people talking up Cam Johnson, but man, he's 0 for 20 in the last 20 shots, so don't play him. Pat Beverly, that's a good question. Let's look at that. See where he grades out. Pat Beverly, 3.9, 23-minute projection, about 8% ownership. Yeah, he's viable. He's in that Philly game. You could kind of stack that game up. I don't mind that game. We did talk about it, you know, a little bit, but you know, play a couple guys from each side. That's what I said. These closer games are the games that you think are going to be more competitive. Like, look at last night, guys. Giannis dropped 80, right? We didn't talk about playing him. We talked about playing Lillard, but I told you if that game stays close, these guys aren't sitting. So don't go and play the 3%, the 3 projection point guy. Everyone's playing, you know, those random guys on the bottom of the bench because, they're going to blow them out. They didn't blow them out. It was close, wasn't it? Listen to Rody yesterday. You guys might have had some good lineups. We were close. We had a lot of players get hurt and stuff. That 2 game, you got to be perfect. Tonight, I don't know how you're going to be perfect because there's 11 damn games on this slate. Kyle Kuz comes in here in this Washington-Cleveland game. Cleveland is expected to blow them out. That game stays close. Maybe you want to run back in that game. Tatum, Randall, you guys can play these guys. Pablo, they're all expensive. Jalen Johnson for Atlanta is a cheaper play. 28-minute projection, decent projection, 12% ownership. We should just sort by ownership. Who's getting all the own? Corey Kispert. Yeah, that's the guy we want to play. That's another value play. I mentioned some other good values that I like as well. Josh Green's here as well. Poppin, Obi Toppin for Indy, Poppin with, these guys are the lower guys that people are trying to fit in. Tonight might be that day for that balance build where you find some of these 6-7K guys that we talked about, but everyone seems a little priced up tonight, or you want to find these Josh Harts or one of these cheaper guys, help fit in your lineup, so it's just, I don't know, I hate using the word half the time. The center for Portland's going to be owned. Reith, is that true? Pat Beverly's a cheap option that we mentioned. And I tell you what, I'm having a hard time sorting projections because we're getting such good projections on some of the studs. That's really blowing out these cheaper guys tonight, Tristan Thompson's only 14 minutes, but he's popping a little bit earlier for me. Jovovic is popping a little bit. I know Jokic on a back-to-back tonight, but in a good matchup. Nobody's playing him. Guy could smash if you want. He had a big game yesterday, though. Let's look at what do we want to look at? This Portland-Dallas game, which I like Luka. We talked about that. Maybe you want to run back. Those centers are supposed to get about 16 minutes, it looks like. Yeah, 15, 16 projection here tonight on an aggregate. So that's decent for the price. I like the Reith guy better than the other Baji's guy. Babija. I'd rather just play like one of the Towns at freaking 7,200. That's pretty good steal. My opinion. It's a good deal. Let's see if we can find any other good deals here. Sorting through some projected owner starters here. And that Houston game is kind of a low total, though. Well, that's a little low for me. But, I mean, you do see some positive leverage. Positive leverage on Towns, but not much. Finney Smith's also another option cheap. Jared Allen we like. He's kind of priced up. Joel Embiid I really like tonight. Maybe the double center build is probably what you could go to get a little different. Some of these guys' ownerships here are decently low. Embiid, Allen, you guys can get these guys in. Love here's a decent price against Phoenix. Maybe this game's a little bit more of a game now. We want to run it back with somebody. Maybe we want to play, Bradley Beal or Booker and then run it back with somebody kind of like that. Let's throw some lineups together and see what we're getting. You know how I'll always like to do that. The contest tonight is about that big. We always like using our salary. Let's leave 600 off. Let's just give 150, make it big. And let's bump up probably McConnell. We're going to get him anyway. And let's bump this guy down. All right, let's build some lineups. Let's look at NHL quick, see what they got for lineups. Let's check questions first. I think I'm going to load up on Kyrie and hope Luka out. Yeah, we don't have the news on the Luka, so I think Luka's a really good play. And obviously, if he's out, the Kyrie play is just going to be a smash. You're definitely going to want to have some lineups with him in it. Yeah. So let's look at NHL quick. It's a 3-gamer. See what we're getting. A lot of NBA, a lot of these builds. So, I mean, that's different though, right? I mean, are they chalky? They're the best team on the slate. Probably not chalky, or probably chalky. If you really wanted to play some guys, I would assume you wanted to play. Okay, froze my game. What the frick? A lot of New Jersey here. Like, oh man, these guys are chalk city. Can kind of see the stacks we're doing. Do you like Capella? Yeah, there you go. That's the highest totals. I'm getting some, Winnipeg or whatever in the total. I'm not familiar with hockey. I might botch a name. Um, I think they were in some builds that I didn't mind either. I screwed up the first build, so like we're shit out of luck there. Um, yeah, maybe a couple of these guys here, like this play. I still higher owned. I mean, you're looking at Ovechkin, a couple of these other guys low. All right, so you've seen the builds. Yeah, it makes sense for those. Let's get back to NBA because I got to build 4 lineups after this, and I got like 35 minutes. So, how do you see non-New Jersey stack? I would take the 2 3.5 teams, Carolina, Winnipeg. There you go. These other ones are low totals. Maybe do what some Washington plays where they're kind of popping a little bit for value. They're just lower owned, and you're getting a good projection on this guy, Ovechkin, and stuff like that. So, and then some of these Winnipeg guys, they're kind of lower owned versus this guy that's 50%, 35%. You got, and then you're kind of getting different off these chalkier Carolina, Winnipeg guys. I don't know if was that the Carolina Hurricanes? I don't. You guys beats me. I just look at these numbers basically right here. And then I tell you what's a good play. This guy from Anaheim ain't bad. He's kind of expensive. This guy's good, but he's cheap. That's why people are playing him. Washington, another guy, John Carlson, right here, 6,410% owned. I like that. So don't just have to get off that New Jersey chalk. Just grab some of these guys that are cheaper and hope they get a goal. Yeah, that's right. Okay, no more NHL. Done with NHL. Done with NHL. Let's have a shot to being done with NHL. All right, let's look at lineups. All right, let's see what we got. We got a big ass pool of lineups here. Let's see what we're getting. TJ McConnell, Halliburton, Stacks, some Randall that I talked about. He's kind of lower owned, right? So I'd say the average lineup for cash would be around 156% ownership. Oh, that's not right. Hang on. Let me update this. It doesn't seem right. It seems high. Huh. Yeah, see how these are kind of high ownership? Why is Sabre giving me so high ownership? I don't have any Sims in there. I should run some Sims. And I should run some Sims and I would get different lineups. So I don't like that's kind of high. That's kind of high. All right, these 142s would be what I would think would be better. Let's look at that 142. Jalen Brunson, TJ McConnell, Donovan Mitchell. Giving me some decent amount of chalk plays. Kevin Love, Baji, Kispert, Luca, Rozier, guys that I mentioned popping in the lineups here. Jovic, Reith, and B lineup with Towns. Ooh, that's interesting. I forgot Towns is forward eligible. That is interesting. I like that actually. Could even do 3 centers if you wanted. Well, I like that. I kind of like that build, guys. You got Embiid and Towns in this lineup with Mitchell. In a run back in that game. TJ McConnell chalk 4,200. Kevin Love decent, value, right value. That's not bad. Now Merrill was a play earlier today, and then he's not a good play anymore. He's up to 18 minutes, 12% ownership, but I think someone got ruled in and made him not as good play. He was kind of chalky earlier. I think he's coming down a little bit. I don't like the play. Craig Porter Jr. not a good play either. Merrill's a better play than Porter Jr. or not Porter Jr. but Craig Porter. Michael Porter Jr. is on here tonight too. You guys don't like that Denver run back against Orlando, I'm guessing. Actually, I have the questions. I have the chat up here on my left. I'm just gonna look at you guys. If you guys are in the YouTube chat, I got it on my left here. So yeah. So I haven't seen any new injury news come out. Vuk will play 23 to 25 minutes. Does that affect much? Let's check Chicago. I'm assuming that does. 24. He's in there for 24 minutes, but that means Andre Drummond's still going to get 24 minutes. Man, Andre Drummond's price is high, isn't he? Holy snikes. Wowzer. Damn. All right, so we did a refresh of projections over here. We're getting some of this Washington value plays a lot. Tyus Jones, Kuz, we talked about, Kispert. We're getting some of that in builds. I like the Townsend Embiid build. I think watch the news for Luka. Miles Turner ain't bad. That playing the centers, that's a good play. Miles Turner build with TJ McConnell. I like that. Mitchell Town. Or no, that's Mitchell. That's a different build. I'm scrolling all over the place here right now. My screen's kind of wonky, to be honest with you. Okay, so we looked at some builds. We looked at some things. You guys have any other questions? I was trying to keep it to about 30 minutes. So let's see if I get any different kind of cash build. Now, I'm still like Jared Allen, Thompson, Halliburton, Jovic, Bay, Sadiq Bay. I didn't see much in, but for Atlanta, he's popping a little bit. Sadiq Bay, where are you at on me? Oh, you want to ask about Capella? That's right. Capella was one of the questions. Do you like Capella? I can see centers in this game. He's cheap. He's getting like the 27-minute range. Good center spot, I guess, for him in this game. Turner gets a lot of blocks, so in defense a little bit. It's not bad. I think you could play him. He's viable. Definitely lower on the ownership spot. So, like, is this really the ownership for that? What the hell? Hang on. Let's see, right? I guess Jalen Johnson's the high owned guy, which is right. Yeah. Maybe right. Sadiq Bey should be high owned. They have him low owned. I don't get that. They have him lower owned. Okay. Did you guys hit the damn like button yet or what? Caruso's questionable for now. No other news. So we're going to build some lineups. I'm going to have to build some lineups. I got to build 4 lineups in 29 minutes. So if you guys ain't got any last questions, you better hit the damn like button on the way out. We're only at like 13. You got work to do. I gave you a good breakdown. I mean, the games you're going to want to target is probably the Indiana-Atlanta game. I don't mind this Cleveland game in Washington. We're getting a lot of pieces from. I like some OKC pieces as well that we talked about. Giddey, Chet Holmgren, and Shea all grade out pretty good. Towns I like in this Houston game a little bit. Dallas, you got Kyrie. If Luka's out, that's going to be a big pivot. We got some little bit more appeal in this Phoenix game now. We got a big slate. Can pretty much pick the player you love tonight and put him in the lineup. Beal and Booker both came up in good projection. Both are good. I like the Beal. I like the Beal play a lot today. I think that's a good play. Solid play. So yeah, if any other questions, you guys don't have any other questions, we'll just get out of here. Hopefully we have a good night and let's Let's get after it, okay? No questions. Damn, homies. All right, guys. Listen, hit the like on your way out. But I'll be in the Discord if you want to drop any last minute questions in there. Okay, guys, because we got to get this straight slated out. I got to get 4 lineups built, okay? I'll try to let you know where I end up on some of my lineups today, okay? How they fit, how they piece together, but I'm running out of time. All right, guys, have a good night. Enjoy the weekend. I'll probably be live again tomorrow in the afternoon, do the playbook discussion and the picks. There is games tomorrow, right? Or is it all Sunday? I don't have any idea. There's a lot of games on Sunday with one night game on Sunday night, no Monday night. So let's get after it this weekend. You gonna do an NFL video tomorrow? Yeah, I'll do an NFL video tomorrow. I've been liking it on Saturday. I've also been able to combine it with the Saturday showdown video. So I kind of just do the playbook. I kind of do the slate breakdown, the DFS picks. I kind of do the what did I say? The showdowns for Sunday to Saturday night. I don't even know. Is there a game tomorrow? Is there a game tomorrow? Let's see. I thought there was 2 games of football tomorrow, right? If I recall, right? 2 games on Saturday? Yeah, there's 2 games, 4:30 and night game. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was right. So I'll try to do the video probably in the afternoonish, 1:00. We'll have it. We'll talk showdown. We'll talk playbook. We'll talk all our picks. Okay. And you can ask any other sports that's going on this weekend. NBA could be going on in 7. There's 4 games. If you guys have questions for that or something, we can discuss some strategy or something. Okay. I got my Packers shirt on. They need to win this weekend. That's for sure against the Bears. So, yeah, we'll get after it. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later and let's get it.